it is new bike day. Just picked up a SB160, and I'll be honest with you, I have had 2 rides on it. I got it 2 days ago and I just couldn't resist and got a little dialed, and finally coming out here to film it. So it's gonna be an awesome day. We're gonna go hit up NASCAR, Whiptail, then head off into the other areas and do some fun little flow trails. So stick around. All right. So I have had 2 very small rides, kind of shakedown rides, and I felt the shock was spiking, kind of when you get down into a straddle and instead of being composed, the rear end wants to pop up. So I took the volume spacer out. So we'll see how it feels now. Let's hit it. Oh yeah, that feels a lot better. Man, this bike, when you get on the power, it wants to go. It wants to go so bad. Oh, that feels good. Absolute speed of this thing is just fucking incredible. Jump, like just being able to send it down that with no regard for safety. And this bike just has your back. Oh, not the best trail to hike up. Fuck that, don't hike it. Sorry, that trail, don't hike up that trail. There's no stopping. So stoked on this new bike. So yeah, I got a Yeti SB160. I was running a Trek Slash, Gen 5 Trek Slash, and I loved that thing. I set some awesome times. It was stupid smooth with an X2 shock. But man, is this thing just awesome. And you know, the biggest thing for me is it just climbs so much better compared to the Slash. It feels like a trail bike when you pedal this thing. It is so efficient. It stays very nicely high in the travel when you're going over rocks like this, which means you can pedal. That was my first run down, taking out some volume spacers. In fact, I took out all of the volume spacers. I'd only had the small one in there to begin with, and it felt great. It definitely felt a bit more efficient, but it was like almost too efficient to where it wasn't gripping the ground as well. It was fast though, super stable, but just taking out all the volume spacers in this shock just feels so good. And this is a pretty linear air shock. So I normally, in the past, have stayed away from coils. I think this bike would be a good bike to have a coil on. All right, here's a little test. Just switch back, so then you gotta lift the front end up. Woo! Yeah, this thing handled it like a champ. Man, it's new bike week. Everything I do on this thing just feels amazing. I'm sure there'll be some things that come out where I'll need to change. All right, I'll see you guys at the top. All right, made it back to the top. It opened back up. It's overcast, so it should be a good one. All right, let's hit it. Whew. So this trail had it on ridden it a lot of times back on the channel already. And it just shows how good this Yeti pedals, because it is nothing but a pedal fest all the way down this mountain. Oh my God. I've never had a break through that section. Just the power that you can put into this bike, and it just rewards you. Oh shit, wrong line there. going to the left. Just me. Woo! Sorry I didn't talk that much there. My heart rate was pretty max. My original plan too was to go out and try and do some other trails, but I'm running out of daylight. Sun's setting in about 10 minutes. I saw a good friend of mine, Corey, at the top there. Corey's a rad dude. Super fast. It was just nice to talk to him for a little bit. Haven't seen him in a few weeks. Keeping the camera rolling because this is time of year and the time of day. I'll sometimes see some wildlife down here. If they make an appearance, I'll let you know. You'll see it. And if not, probably end this thing back at the car. And taking those volume spacers out from yesterday definitely, I think, helped on the downhills. But it definitely feels more enduro-ish on the climbs. Which it is, it's an enduro bike. But man, yesterday I just felt like with how that suspension was set was super efficient pedaling everywhere, but it's so bumpy here to where, oh, little bunny. It's so bumpy and rocky to where you kind of just want to be able to chill. And so yeah, I took all the spacers out of the shock. And it definitely rides much smoother. And this bike too is just so fast, like compared to the last bike I was on, that Slash, which is a great bike. They got the new higher pivot one, and it just didn't speak to me. I mean, not really super interested in a high pivot for a few reasons. But man, this thing was just so well balanced. And I'll have a bike check coming out pretty soon. All right. So we're almost back to the car here. And if you like the video, go ahead and click a like, subscribe. I'll be doing a bike check video very soon on this, as soon as I get everything dialed in. But so far, man, there's a reason why Richie Rude wins so many races. Oh my God, this thing's quick. This thing's a blast.